Prepare yourself for a talk radio experience like no other.
Strap yourselves in and hold on.
He stands for truth. He stands for justice. He stands for what's right. This is the Alex Jones Show. Call Alex now, toll free, at 877-590-5525. Now live from Austin, Texas, here's Alex Jones.
By the way, if you don't believe me, you can go to prisonplanet.com, and there is a news and focus section on the right-hand side, and there's a headline in there about Fox News predicting total collapse of U.S. economy. Click on that, and then it links to, that's the easiest way to find it, just because we reported on it a year ago, but it was back in the news this week, the British military 10-year plan, admitting, they said the military works for the private banks that own our governments and own us, and the New World Order, and if governments, even governors, may try to revolt, people may try to overthrow our system, because, the military announces in battle plans who they work for. And they said we may have to use neutron weapons on the public. For those that don't know, it's a nuke, an airburst nuke, but it doesn't destroy any buildings, doesn't destroy any infrastructure, doesn't destroy the power lines. It radiates. It's a radiation pulse weapon. It just would say, I'm sitting here in Austin, Texas. One would detonate at about 3,000 feet. It would radiate the entire city, and everybody would die, including people a couple hundred feet under the ground. And that's what neutron bombs were developed for in the United States, and they've now been distributed around the world to New World Order-controlled countries. You have the city-states in London, the city-states, of course, in District of Columbia. Those are the true ruling corporations. To some extent, the ruling city over in Rome as well. These are private incorporated systems, and the entire weapons system is to be directed on free humanity, and they're in a mopping up operation, taking over the last few third world countries where they don't have central banks controlled by the banking families in there that literally issue and control the currency to control the population. So, I'm sorry, reality is pretty scary. But there is no Al-Qaeda, folks. They just call any terror group that fights against them Al-Qaeda. And most of the time, they even control the terror groups. The terror group doesn't even know they're being financed by the New World Order, so the New World Order has an excuse to go blow the living daylights out of a nation. And all of this is interconnected, but I said I'd go to your phone calls, and I want to take a lot of them, but then I'm going to get into, go back to the radio show. The archives are up on Infowars.com for free. Go back to the shows I did 5 weeks ago. And I told you exactly what was going to happen. I said it'll be $5 trillion by the new year. These are foreign private banks. They won't spend it on subprime mortgages because that's not the problem. There is no problem. This is a heist. This is to get governmental power for the Treasury and the private Federal Reserve to literally bankrupt the United States and bring us into a new world order, a basket of currencies where banking regulation is done by a private group of banks at the world government level. And then Google today, New World Order, Global Governance Banking, or Banking Global Government. Hundreds, well, not hundreds. I typed in New World Order Friday, and there were 59,000 under Google News. Mainstream news. Look at these headlines. G20 shaping a New World Order. New World Order agreed upon at New Bretton Woods. It's all over the news that the bankers, I told you, world government by the bankers. Armies in the past would go conquer people. This is economic conquest. And of course I'm freaking out. I'm so focused, so calm when I'm not on air, doing my research. And today I was doing all this research and just getting so upset and thinking, no, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna calmly cover it. But I can't. Once I start talking about it, I get mad. And again, that's triggered because I have all this data and I can't put it all out. There's just too much of it. There's too much proof. All right, let's go to your calls. Chris in Las Vegas, thanks for holding. You're on the air worldwide.
This is it, Alex. 2007, 2008 was completion. It's just escalating so fast. I don't know what to do. But I just want to comment on a couple of things. First of all, I just want to say that I mean, I appreciate, like, my brothers and my friends and all the people who got me into this NWO about 3 or 4 years ago, because if it wasn't for them and my true friends that I can talk to this on a daily basis about, I would probably be wearing a skin-tight Hollister shirt right now. I would probably be brainwashed. I probably would have voted for McCain or Obama. It's all about the people around you. You need to unite and educate yourself and your friends and your family.
That's right. Person by person, you've got to. Look, the government admits that most of the news is fake, and they're paying national and local news stations to tell you that the government taking your children is good and that warrantless police checkpoints are good. I mean, everything that Nazi Germany was is now happening. But, we can't have a police state with a black president.
It's just crazy, but like I said, there's too much evidence. There's too much proof, but you just need to stay up on it every day and research from different sources to educate yourself and find out what their moves are, what their next moves are. So
absolutely. Well, a lot of times, people are emailing me going, and articles are being written saying, yes, Mr. Jones, they're announcing a new world order, but it's not a government. It just means a new world system. No. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they're in the news. I showed people the articles this week on the TV show and on the radio show, because we go live on the weekday show with video, just like we're videotaping this, but we go live on the weekday. I showed them major papers with Rothschild saying, this is a world government run by the banks. There it is. Can you deny that they're taking your money? Can you deny they're taking your pension fund money? Can you deny? No, you can't deny. Stop denying. And they're local talk show hosts who I hear. I don't even listen to radio much. I tune in randomly and hear them talking bad about me, how I'm crazy and I make stuff up. No, I'm normal. Foreign banks orchestrate an economic collapse, tell everybody the economy's going to hell in a handbasket to drive the market down. They openly terrorize the market, which is confidence built. It relies on confidence. They drive it down and then say, you didn't give us unlimited power. That's why it went down. And then Congress gives them unlimited criminal power. It's totally illegitimate. And it's still going down because they're buying it all up. Openly saying it's for world government, run by them. And still, fake liberals, fake conservatives. Oh, Alex Jones, ha, ha, ha. Hey, man, this isn't funny. I'm freaked out, okay? If I only cared about myself, I'd already got out of this country. Okay? I'm not saying I'm doing you a favor, folks, because we're all tied together. I love humanity. But let me tell you something. This isn't a game. Do I have time to take one more? All right, let's go ahead here and talk to Chris in Tennessee. You're on the air.
Yes. Yes, I wanted to talk about the dumbing down of the children and that kind of thing.
But it's chemically done, yeah, fluoride.
Yes, and also where they don't want to teach them the truth about civics and stuff, checks and balances, that kind of thing.
No, they don't teach you about your rights, or they don't teach you about freedom. They teach you to look at what your race is in the name of multiculturalism, so you really get all hung up on race, so you're a neurotic weirdo who the media can control through guilt.
Yeah.
That's all you learn in school, is how to go to jail, how to be frisked, how to use drugs, how to have sex, and how to live in a prison.
Yes, and like I remember when I was 16, I was driving one night and there was a roadblock. The local sheriff's department, it was normal. I thought it was normal.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's
checking for drunk drivers. I thought that was normal, but come to find out, a friend of mine said no, that's not. Your grandparents, my grandparents, that kind of thing didn't happen.
Look, I told everybody they're going to have statewide checkpoints built in on the highways. I have the federal documents and showed it in a film I made in '99 called Police State 2000, and now they're announcing all over the country warrantless checkpoints, and they say, don't worry, we're not going to stop the illegal aliens. They're above the law. They don't have to have insurance and all this, but let me give you a little secret. They haven't told most of the cops yet. They're already license plate scanning everybody's license plate, where you go, what you do, with AI cameras put in by the National Reconnaissance Office through FEMA. And the Austin cops, they already can type in your insurance and find out if you really got it. So the next time you lose your card, they go ahead and give you a ticket. You can say to the cop, hey, I know I've really got insurance, but they don't care. It's about squeezing you and letting you know you're a slave. And the illegal alien, they don't get arrested for not having it. You, the schmuck the cattle, the people they're there to bleed and suck off of. You do. We are their food. We'll be right back.